I generally don't rate or rank fan bases, and I see these lists all the time on social media. There's a outlet, a guy that we had on a couple weeks ago. His name's Big Game Boomer, and he constantly has these charts and lists where he rates fan bases and coaches and all this other stuff. And it's fun. It's not necessarily accurate. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Whatever. But that this is the most passionate fan base. This is the most delusional fan base. I generally don't agree with any of that. I'm like, well, there's delusional fans in every fan base. There are knowledgeable fans in every fan base. From my estimation, I just think it makes sense that when you're talking about hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, that's generally what it is. But the thing I will say about the Miami fan base is, number one, I don't know if I have the most viewers from Miami. Michigan's high, Ohio State's high, but I have the most generally. I got to estimate the best financial support from Miami fans. And number two, I got to admit, when I have laid it out there, as long as I've come with my facts and been accurate and been fair, I've laid out a couple videos where I've said Miami has not been able to do X, Y, and Z over the last 15 years. And I've been pretty blunt, pretty harsh. And I was expecting a huge backlash, and I got just very minimal compared to anything I would expect from any other fan base. And everybody was very reasonable. When I say everybody, I mean like 99% of the Miami fans were like, Mark, I didn't like to hear that, but that's the truth. And we took it, and you laid out the facts and in context, and it was accepted many times very well by Miami fans. And again, they support like no other.
Yeah, and and the thing about Miami fans, and I've talked about this on this show before, everybody wants to come at us as being fair weather or whatever. We've been here, thick and thin, storm and sunshine, man. You know what I mean? Like, we're not fair weather. I know that, like, going to the stadium and things, everybody wants to look at that as a measure of fandom, but look, we do live in South Florida, and there are other things to do, and I can watch it on television and go about my day, and go to the beach or whatever. All those different kinds of things I can fold in to a day, other than going to the stadium to watch us beat Central Connecticut State or whatever. No, I mean, I was there for that game personally, but I understand why some people might not. But that is not necessarily a measure of fandom. And yeah, if we're here supporting, buying the gear, getting the tickets, going all these away games. There's a fan base all over this country. It might not be the most people in any given area, but anywhere you pretty much go, man. If I, Marshall Thomas, who used to write for us, he is from Utah or lived in Utah for a time, and he still travels out there in other places. And he's like, yo, I was wearing my Canes pullover in the airport in Logan, Utah or whatever, and I got to go Canes, from across the place. Like, Miami fans are all over the place, and people will show up places, and we are here for this team. So, and are really honest about this team. And that's where, when we try to say that, or for example, if I have come on here and I have and talked clearly about the path that Florida State is on, and it's not a good one, I know that because I lived that. You know what I mean? And been honest about it at the time. Like, hey, I see where it's going, and it's not, and they want to have rose-colored glasses or whatever, but like, no, we're here all of the time and brutally honest about our program. So it does not surprise me that was the feedback or experience you've gotten about the videos.